Renegade. Wagwan. Yeah, man. All right. So you have now. Good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, man. Good night, good morning. Yeah, man. Renegade. But they make a look report. Yes, all right. So here it is. Them have an election. I would say people them must come out. So Big Mama take it up on him head. Me I tell you, say Big Mama is a crisis, you know. Big Mama take up the election on him head. I'm more of a worry. I say after 5 hours the ECJ, me I play him. The ECJ come out and say only 5% of voter turnout. Then they put it in a film thing now. 5% of 40,000 potential voter now. 5% of voter turnout. They look, you get 5. When we want 50%, when they want 25%, that means him no land 5. He no good. Nobody must come out. So you know them I want to go around and I tell people to if you go early on, I talk to a lady from about there. And Big Mama say, they help them to come out and try to get people to vote. It's not the way they work. That's not a film thing. And a film thing. So I'm going to play him and look for him, look at dirty face. And then you have Josh Davis now, I work with Big Mama, but I like Big Mama same way. Right? Him attack, I see. Him attack, but I'm going to play something when him attack, so he might contradict himself too, I just tell you, my media. Him now, sorry that them run and them attack the IC Panton. Him attack Panton to backside. You can believe this? Eh? Make me hear what Big Mama say. Let me start my show. Because this is unbelievable. 5% too much. Him should have even get not even 1% should have go out to vote. But this is the one them where I try stuff ballot box. That's why you say 5%. Eh? I remember the 5% I wish them just go and then after I go vote for who them I vote for. Let me start the show.
We in lump sum, we a beat it till they are my bane. We not make them get in at them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber them.
Not a Judas, them a backstabber. Uncle my wife, and this straight beauty and glamour. No guy can walk to name me with no dagger. Make the heart of Mandela, but the mind of a Zama in the mold. Like a bullman, we send us the jammer. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to lyrics line for line. Become a lyrical fader. Put up in everything, they load some boy all in a head.
You're renegade. I'm out. So I can play Big Mama. Want to look for Big Mama nasty face. Me I tell you about matter about people about pimpy dirty boy, right? And then I saw one, you know the one named Josh Davis. But if they tell like Pangani Subaru, you don't know who him attack. The one named Josh Davis. Him attack the IC. Seymour Panton. And I chat about a bulls. But me I go do. Well, I dissect him with them say when them attack. Remember when them come out Panam, I say him have to know where him attack. Say Panam, Dayton Campbell. Now him get up now and attack the IC chairman to come out and talk about the foolishness when them are going away. And him talk about what the man say about go down. Him talk about tune. I never know the suit name. Remember me know. In the business, I don't know, but underground tune and about is just a song. So when a man say you have to go down, him can dictate to him name go down. When Mike Henry tell Smoker say you have to go down, what it mean? Smoker 9 bucks them time there. 9 bucks. And people look upon him. Where my talk say? Michael, they go cry and go tell him, say, you know, you know, put me if I go down. Don't play with me. One. See? You know what God don't mean? What happened to this guy? I remember everybody at that funeral when they saying, you know. See? That a Draws Davis. That guy. Yes. See? We don't have a green or what? Him have a green. Green draws, green. But him last him a Davis. The one that way lie with Big Mama. Attack him like Big Mama. Everything him do like Big Mama. That one there. Green draws Davis. Draws Green Davis. That one there? Yes. Green draws Davis. Yes. That one there. All right. I'm going to find Big Mama now at about 5. But can you imagine? After 5 hours, not nice saying. Big Mama run the call EOJ. For what? We might kill himself. Them start 5% vote at turnout. And then I put it in a hear him now, no want to look back. But 5% of 40,000, you know, that is what? Around 2,000, and less than that. Less than that. That's tough for no one to stop ballot box. Paula, you have a job, make sure you go around, tell the people them to go around that them not stop no ballot box. Just one go people and them thing there. Anything, catch something on camera. Can nobody have nobody up there to not turn out, but it's good for you doing this. You could have got the man with much millions, and I'm going to much money, and you just stop a can buy a style bread and you talk about go and go vote for people and get them work. In a them time, leave your job for go get somebody work. I tell you about beach. Who not have on the beach long time, them take on the beach and I tell you about beach. Them cut up the raft, them and come and tell you about beach, and I tell you about road, and I tell you about farming. When them did them move for more than 2 decades, you'd be a goddamn idiot. They understand 5% so enough and make sure the independent to go to vote for. Not him. Him for go ahead. Him for the scrub women. You understand? Send him back to UK. We don't make sure send him back. Here Big Mama speech. Yeah.
Say the turnout after 5 hours of voting was precisely 5%, 5.12% of the 40,000 eligible voters had voted. That's what? 2,000 people out of a potential list of 40,000. 5% of 40,000. Tell me, Kevin, how much is that? 5% of 40,000. Let me see if you can do mental ability. Yes, Nora, not 2,000. 5%? Yes, 2,000 people. Watch them. The two of them. GSAT picking them. Them can't calculate.
Look him up on both for calculate. You there? Eh? You're right, you know. If you're Madia. No, Madia good. What may I say right? Madia good. Looking money to that. Yes. Eh? In favor of Big Mama. Yes. In name Big Mama. Big Mama this. In favor of Big Mama. Yes. Yeah? Yeah, man. Same. So remember play it back. Same. No, man. You understand? Him say 5% yeah, because him has 10% what. See? And 4 tenths of 40. So him push it at that so where you want to put it, you know? Yes. So I go play it back. You understand? I go play it back.
The official figures from the EOJ say the turnout after 5 hours of voting was precisely 5%, 5.12%.
And that too much. You know, you get a turnout of 40% or 30% or, you know, but when you get a turnout after 5, I'm more than 5 hours gone now. From 7 then start, right? I know at 2 o'clock. So 3 hours left. More than that. So people don't have no time for fear, I'm going to say. Yes. Eh? Yes, you understand? How much vote from Portland? And them places that if you ask them, because the people, them don't listen, they're not voting. People, but they're not voting. See? Yes. So this is about time when you get 5% because him say if election can now Andrews a landslide. Remember them green poll? According to him. But Andrew should have follow him now and call a general election and then him that's something different. You understand? So him said them don't know Only one use this now. I said a message to Jamaica. A big message and say, yes. That's a turnout and thing. He might run against himself and can't win himself. John Kojaki, them to send him home. Send him home. Yeah. Yeah. Anything about another 50% that 5. You can't certify something if you even got 10% or you certify that. That would be the first time in the history. So if you get 5 and the next 5 not turn out, or you certify that. Oh. Or you certify. Eh? You couldn't go certify 10%. If half of the time gone, if half fight gone already, 3 hours left, you know. And by the way, polling station for lock one time. And people are sentenced, take it from the man of the wilderness. We have been out. Don't even go there and look on them. You understand? And journalists and a OTA look down, a OTA look vote. Yeah. I want them to run away. You can't look on a man down there. Don't make him come down there. Yeah? Yeah. Don't make him come down there. And come tell us, yes, I'm a promise to this and that. Run him. Him extra rich. Him live in a fortress. Saying? And when he done, him said police and him cut up on a raft and pay police beating up. We have to hold them accountable. Follow what me I say. Hold them accountable. None of them couldn't deal with me. Much as somebody was born in Britain. Eh? It don't make no sense. Run them away. Run them away. Play it again. So yes, if that's Paula, make sure you call the people them and them go around that them not stuff no ballot box. Because them are criminal, you know. Yeah? If you say half of the time gone long time and a 5%, there is nowhere you can get the rest with that. You understand? Them say, and him not in there. Oh. So when him reach in there so quick, when him leave. Saying, there is nowhere. There is no way. Maybe just tell you now. There is nowhere. Yeah, man. I put it, man. I tell them, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Blue that no good for morning, Patrick. Yeah, you don't know that already. Blue that I tell them, say if them call election, them have landslide again. Them full of shit. You can't follow them. I'm watching faith, and this man must say, you know, the Iraq, you know, the JLP, you know, he might call out, you know, them need to go and get the people them to vote. This is not a radio station. It ain't a radio station. Bless. You want to talk? Yeah, man. Talk to it. Talk to it. Talk to it.
Yeah, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, man.
Turn on your TV, man. Turn on your TV. And make sure don't say your family them not in a sentence now vote, you know. Run them, I vote for the independent. Yes.
You know, it was so funny the other day. We're having a family reunion the other day.
Yes.
And some of my family that was work in Washington. So it was close to work between the president. It's some sensitive here. They were all here the other day. My mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, all of them. Everybody was here.
Yes.
And everybody was just concerned about how the country is in a wreck.
Yes.
And we share as Jamaican, both locally and internationally. You understand?
Yes.
So my little saying is that the people are ready to change.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that was amazing to me, it was that when I see the people of Jamaica take no more bribe, you could never bribe them. They're now putting in money for their own development in terms of politics. Because that was great. Because,
yes.
Exactly. Because what the people of Jamaica needs to know is that politicians did not give them anything. The taxpayer money is what they are.
See them own money, you can tell them, hold on, my brother, hold on. So I could tell the people them how the money come. If you buy a money tax, your own money, I get back a little piece of it. You are the taxpayer. So you don't even say, someone of them look at who for money. A man will come to me, you know, and treat me when me I buy something, I look at something plus the tax. Right? And me I buy it, you know, when I get plus me I say I pay the tax. And you don't give me 3 grand out of my tax. Type you buy a bunny tax, you know. No matter what you kind of shop. It have to buy from the wholesaler, buy from who deal with it. So them put up the tax on it for you. So you push up a thing on it, you might turn over something. So it tax. So when a man can give me back piece of my tax and say him I do something for me, yes, still, if him I do something for me, then our taxpayers money I pay him, and my money I pay him every month. That means him not do nothing for me, really, and my money I take. And I squingy on it. You know what we say squingy extra mean, right? Squingy. Okay, you know what we use with certain word. So I give me back piece of my tax money. My own money. And then trick me to vote for you. And then you throw a poison for me like what Andrew do. And I'm going to make it worse. Look on what Andrew have. Me I look on money that Andrew. Me I look on a lot of things. And then you talk about get up young, just use get up people and talk tough. Talk nice. Well, and we going to do this and make a promise. Don't do it, man. Time for people go to prison, brother. Me not do it.
May I tell us something? It's think internationally.
Of course.
I got calls from South Africa, Ghana, what place name Wayne Chen in Ghana. Listen, it's things.
True.
May I tell you, it's things away as though we would be the icon of Jamaica, which Jamaica culture, and name should be the icon with actually free Mandela. Free Mandela, you know.
Through the music trainer. And they mash up music too. That's why it's have to fight them, you know. Because look at, let me tell you something. We generate more US than what them feel. I mean, I tell you this, because them don't know. Tell me, I tell them we remember, you know, when we sit down in our studio, you know how much US to carry in there? When you have to pay, depends on which artist you advise. When you have to spend anywhere between $5 or $1,000 for 1 to 2 minutes. Fear dog. How that go?
It's true. It's true.
And when you look at total 40, 50 tune one time. And tomorrow we do the same thing. All of the money that come through, you know. And you give it in a Jamaica and you take the US. Look how much money, look how much thing we do for the country. See? And then the other money where you run up and down, then there's legal money. They turn out some dirty something way. See? And then other man, you know, when you book, much money for book show overseas. Some man knows some 30 and 40 and 50 grand, you know. Person show, you know, yes. Some man a book and everything, the whole money I come back to Jamaica. Oh, you don't mash up something like this. You come tell me about 4 weeks when we are trying more than that. What happened to them? See, them no know, you see, them just get up and say, yeah, get to youth, you're not supposed to have this and then mash it up. You forgot work for minimum wage. How that work? When you work for 2 minutes, them no work that. True that I'm at $30. Some place are more. US. That are $4,000 per every 2 minutes. Yes. Job anyway that's so. You have some man work more than that. $800 for every 2 minutes, you know. 2 minutes, 10 seconds and things you are done. Same? Yes. So me not understand but them mash up thing, them are try mash up that and tell about nice abatement. Them are idiot. And I saw them, you know, like how them leave them get too big, you know, and them are use music mash up. Make a turn off them thing. You can't deal with them. Yes. May I hear you?
When you do the what you'd call it now, when you do the knit everything together with our culture, with marijuana, you know, music, and different culture from the Maroon and our historical essence of rule and value and will. When you put all of that together, we should have a day of museum display. When you go to all Africa, a lady was telling me from Africa the other day that they have this tradition, the traditional culture of different tasks where everybody.
You want me to get something where them could have make a money? Hold on, because I'm finish play this, but let me get something where could make a good money. Sometimes I don't want to give them no idea neither, because they might idiot, you know. Look at now. How much artists you know in Jamaica where them are giant outside and in a Jamaica, you like, get them, so the people them so big, and we have to tell them, right? And them only thing them do is grow bigger. So you have enough for them pass off, right? And the government needs to do, make money, because you have enough tourists them that want to see. It's like when you have Graceland and you have Michael Jackson and some other people got them graveside. If you build, you have a place, even you could do it as a local man, you have a cemetery. And then you'd build a museum over each of them. Like a room, like a big place, like a upstairs. So when you go, you pay go there, you can't go there, like a cemetery, but you build like a house over each of them. But it's like a film one museum. So you put where them performing, you get some of the film them, you get them music on one floor where you play and everything. You see them grave there in there too, Them grave in there, And then you see everything about them, So you have a Dennis Brown, you have this, you have a Bonnie Wheeler. And you even space to them wife and who can bury in there, because you understand? Let me tell you the amount of money that generates. You don't even have a charge to bury them, But when tourists know about that, them that go and learn about each individual artist and what them do. And not for them, they have tools, you have this, you have that, yeah. But you go in there, it's like a tour. Each of them building you enter, you have to pay a fee to go in there. Then you can go up on each level. You know how much money that will generate, brother? For next year. Because you want to Peter Touch, you just ask them, make a build something if you're not moving, and you build one of them shrine there for Peter Touch in there. So when you go in there, you're listening music, or you go up there say you watch movie thing with him, or you go in the next up in the next floor, you can build it go up. But you can read about him. Everything in the paper, everything from the way they've interviewed. It's there. But I want to use that one. Use that one, it's better. All right, one.
So
Take your time, yeah.
You have the hologram display with all of them.
Yeah. No, but each of them check over for them, you just build it. So them in there too, so a man go them that take a picture with it because you understand? So like you have Graceland. So if you do that, I want bag of money make. So you need charge them, you need not charge them to bury them, because if you control that you're rich. But you have to cut deal with them family, because you have to pay them some kind of job, because they're bringing too much money for you say you own that. You understand? No, got your ideas where them can use. See? You understand? So them don't know all these kind of things, They don't know these things. You have nothing could have bring in money. The clothes for them where you dash way. You dash for Michael Jackson clothes. Right? If them have Bob Marley clothes, they sell overseas, Bunny Wheeler did I bet most time clothes destroyed by this. Them throw it one side.
True.
True. Them clothes, especially when performing and while expensive that is. Yeah?
Right.
Them have any idea? But sometimes want to give them, I don't want to talk them things, I can have to give them idea, because they don't have no sense.
No, when you say you don't want to give them no idea.
They don't have no sense. They give them idea, so I talk them, I talk money and I do all kind of things. Me can't talk to them people, yeah. Remember go and play this here, my brother. Come here, go and watch this, yeah? Later. Yes, man. Oh. Yeah, you know what, to give them too much of the ideas. Because them, remember them now think out of the box, them not critical thinkers. They are more like Joe's thinkers, right? I'm going to play this. After 5 hours, people, if voting open from 7 o'clock till 5. And you see, when it come out after 5 hours, voter turnout at 5%. That's not on vibe. So you not expect to get an next 5% to carry that 10. And if you get 10%, where you are going with 10%? That don't make no sense. The people, they must not give drunk or jacket no mandate. You understand? You can give mandate, but not mandate. No mandate. The mother started for the mandate. Give mandate, but not mandate. If you go home, this is a waste of money, waste of 30 million, and this for echo for Andrew Holness. Remember, not about no 50%. So if the blue dot or the green dot poll is right, you're not like this. Right now, when our money, them have called money now, to try to bribe up some people, And hey, people, don't make them come for no granny and them thing. Remember, the pandemic, they make enough of them dead. They are trying to please for them, they couldn't ask themselves, don't do it. And police go out, make them go up nobody and talk about go vote. Don't do it. Not do it. All right, play this.
The official figures from the EOJ say the turnout after 5 hours of voting was precisely 5%, 5.12% of the 40,000 eligible voters had voted. That's what? 2,000 people out of a potential list of 40,000. 5% of 40,000. Tell me, Kevin, how much is that? 5% of 40,000. Let me see if you can do mental ability. Yes, Nora, not 2,000. 5%. Yes, 2,000 people.
And what I'm doing now, he might check up 5%, you know. Yes. He might check it up, you know. And then him tell you 5%, and him say 5% of 40 or 2 to 10% it'll be. But then, remember them brain slow, you know, them have a snail brain. The one over there. So he might drop out another one now, yeah.
Watch them. The two of them. GSAT picking them. Them can't calculate figures, arithmetic. Yeah, common entrance.
You hear him? Yes. And that's how you know when you have people who are bright, you know, more than yet they don't say, because I remember mathematics run the world, eh? And it's so long him take and so long them take. It will miss you. But this, remember just telling again, people, do not go out and make them come to the vote for money, not at all, for independence. Out of that, if that come out there, we gonna make sure run them away and vote for the independent, for the UIT, independent. Make sure to vote for them. Not for Dranko Jacket. Not for Dranko Jacket. Don't do it. Yeah. Yeah. No, him not get entire 5% neither, you know. Them have, members say, them have Shane, the members, and 5% on a vote. That not have, you could not fight. That never happened in the history of Jamaica. See? Never. See? So the 5%, remember you have two other candidates there now, independent and next one. So I want them go down the 5% for the people then. Yes. You understand? Not for John Kotak them, but for the people there. So them to make sure don't give John Kotak. When you have come on here, John Kotak get all 100 too much. Maybe not past 200 or 300. You know, you might get a 500, but that's too much. You can't give him 500. We have the 2 minutes 500 now. Them to declare that null and void. Yeah. You understand? See? Yes. You understand? You can't. You can't let go down because you only like that. Yes? See? You can't do it. John Jacket to go back home yard. Send him home. Send a strong message. I play it again, people may couldn't hear it. It's after 5 hours. That means if them go around there, if them go around, they go stuff them ballot box. When you watch them good enough, can you know them stay? Play it again.
The official figures from the EOJ say the turnout after 5 hours of voting was precisely 5%, 5.12% of the 40,000 eligible voters had voted. That's what? 2,000 people out of a potential list of 40,000. 5% of 40,000. Tell me, Kevin, how much is that? 5% of 40,000. Let me see if you can do mental ability.
Remember,
yes,
man.
Nora, not 2,000. 5%. Yes, 2,000 people.
And brain slowing.
Watch them. The two of them. GSAT picking them. Them can't calculate figures, arithmetic. Yeah, common entrance.
Arithmetic. Look at mental ability with 40,001, 5%. And I say, them doing, eh?
The official.
Slow, man. Yeah. You mean creative minds. But the people, don't want to do it already. Make the day finish run out. And remember, not must stay up, make it continue to stay run out. Because then I like nobody I go to know what them I do. If you hear anything above this, I stop them stuff ballot box in my teeth. Police and soldiers have to watch them. Parla, make sure you get all the troops and go everywhere where they say, a matter of fact, around there, watch them, make sure nobody know in there. So when them count, I make sure them count accurate. You understand? Yeah, we have to have a strong message to Andrew Honest. Strong message. Them a run up and down now pay all money. That's illegal. Anybody wanna say I pay money on a video, them a send come give me right now. And by the way, them have some roadblock in a my material roadblock, you know. Them have roadblock, you know. Me too, no. Yeah, taxi the on strike. Right now as me speak. I must wait there. Well, I'm there. One spend a taxi. Then now go to Charles Davis. You don't know Charles Davis? We could have, I think, in front name and first name agreeing. Charles Davis. Yes. Big Mama, second. The one that tell life and Granny Subaru. Now I show you my attack the man, but now I play Granny Subaru too, you know. I will go and dissect what him say and then link it back. You understand? Because when I do, we don't make no guy to do reverse psychology around here. See? So let me see something here. So. Let me see something. Want to show you something here, so. Can I like show you when I say something happening, you know? Alright, see that? This is the strike, and let me tell you what the strike is. Let me show you it. I want to show you a little quick thing. I put it up there, so. But let me show you what the strike is right now. Strike here. So them have a strike right now as me speak. See that?
No one vehicle now.
You can't see them, right? You know when me talk, me no do tabloid, you know. So I'm gonna show you them, right? So this is the strike I go on now, nothing never there. I'm gonna tell you how it's from. See there?
Anything is possible. So we need immediate. That was satisfied and fiction right now. I'm pushing. That just want to be patchy back all our fix road. The road need pushing. We don't stop it. All of this is the this is the more than just this one. I'm going to say more than the proper representation is here to all our conversation.
All right. So I show now. Say what we are say, but because I show now in advance. And let me tell you what I go on there. Let me tell you how part that. Right? Guys, let me tell you how part definitely right there right now. Yeah? So that I go on there now, because people couldn't go to school. Taxi strike, no movement. From guys in to Linstead, I'll be a patrol. Yeah? Yeah, man, be a patrol. Yeah? Like swimming pool. So it got straight up who I got sent me and from the other guys and them thing. So you saw the taxi them line out. So remember the Eagle Fly, I shown you the thing. So maybe when you see for news data and them thing. So I make sure showing it. Yeah? No, yeah, people couldn't carry them youth at school. Meanwhile, them a look vote. Like people are idiot. Yeah? So you make a play him one more time. I want to send him outside. 5 hours, 5% are too much.
The official figures from the EOJ say the turnout after 5 hours of voting was precisely 5%, 5.12% of the 40,000 eligible voters had voted. That's what? 2,000 people out of a potential list of 40,000. 5% of 40,000. Tell me, Kevin, how much is that?
Go outside, Big Mama. Move, go outside. Yeah, outside. Yeah, man. And that's so enough. 5% never happened yet. Never happened yet. So, you know, me not think them are push 10. Unless them stuff the box. If you hear them come up and say 15 out, them stuff the box. 20, them stuff the box. You don't expect to go push. And then how much percent after the time. When it's soon locked now. Because I just talk to people, you know, deal with this until they say, not the early, them that vote. What have you want them that get lunchtime and vote? You know, see it? No. Yeah. Yeah, oh, you just pass the strike, all right. You saw the eagle fly though, I'll show you the strike, you passed it. You got it? Yes. So we'll show it. So the eagle fly, not you. All right. So after we stay around, I said, no tabloid. All right, let's go to that one now. Him name Draft Davis, Green Draft Davis. In front of him are green, like the pole, like the green that pole. Yes. Yes. See? So, Green Draft Davis. get up more to dissect him now and attack the IC chairman. Yeah.
In other circumstances, you had no words to offer. The comments made by you, as reported in the Gleaner yesterday, are reasonable, I believe, because your message to your staff at the Integrity Commission is not to cower in light of the things being said about the Commission and its work in the public domain, obviously because of the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. That's fine. As the top leader, it falls within your...
I'm going to stop it, people. Remember, you know, the IC have to do them job. Now, you have Deadman Mackenzie called for 101 for demonstrate and do all kind of things. He's a government minister. Them try to go up about a 4. We'll see it a 8, but yes, a 4. Some of the germs pan or something. Some germs bang. Go up, they won't make no sense. Them don't make no sense. You understand? Can't talk about the people them in Jamaica come back for Prime Minister. Who are back and do only? People not back Chopper. Them not back A Chopper. If them not back L Chopper, why the L Chopper, why the back A Chopper? You're not gonna do that. You can't make a man say come from you and then rich and go think you're picking them, I get your brother and then I get gunshot and end up in a prison. But man I extra rich. Can't look again. And at him, the other come from him and when him set on legislation of the earth. You as get up people and you pick up for that. It don't work. Who them a trick? It can't work. Not until you get serious. I make politicians know what serious. So they have to fix the place and not step on my people then. Them now gonna stop. You have to send strong message. Start boycott and start deal with them away. Don't make them tricky again. Tell them man sit down there nearly 9 years. February make 9 years. October come tomorrow. Then you have November, December, January, February. Nearly 9 years. Nearly 9. See? You understand? So you can't make them come and trick you. So when him now, all right, upon this now, George Davis, him start attack the IC were for hold them accountable. Yeah? Him definitely attack and him attack the Andrew only stand. This is the same big mama say the people call him dirty PMP boy. I'm more listening good. And then I bring up back now Granny Subaru. What them say? Because them say people attack and them get attacked. But him no attack against the man, you know. This piece of shit, you know. Well, I'm not show him himself. Him and Big Mama. Well, let's go and play. Go and play.
Your remit to communicate a message of calm to the people who work in support of what you do. But the question...
You know what? Him all attack like Big Mama. I don't know two man. Him talk like Big Mama. Him over. But the question. And then just hear him attack and now him stop on the same point. Like them are Siamese. Just listen him attack like Big Mama. Just take a different 5 stone. 2-1. You hear him? Listen here.
It's still a fair one to ask. Why no? I know that you're a man of cricket, man of vast experience. And you know that a team in a test rolls the wicket to its advantage. It rolls the wicket in such a way so that when the toss is spun, and especially if it wins the toss, it can control the destiny of the game, especially the early part, by virtue of what it does. You roll the wicket, you bat first, you roll the wicket, you bowl first.
Man, bring wicket and bat and bowl. You hear them love it. W2 Green George Davis. How are you up to? Well, continually see my attack the man, you know. So I bring in, where I bring in and then I attack.
And you look to extract an advantage. Are you seeking, sir, to extract an advantage heading into that discussion with parliamentarians later this week by virtue of the comments you made about how the IC will not bow in the wake?
About how the IC will not bow in the wake. Can you hear this?
Of the criticism, trenchant criticism of its work in this matter concerning the Prime Minister. You said to the Gleaner, quote, "It is clear to me, and until I see evidence to the contrary, there are members, politicians in brackets, who are saying things and doing things that are causing their supporters to be acting in the way they are doing by threatening and libeling members of the commission as well as employees of the commission," the Gleaner quotes you as saying. You go further. "I will not be intimidated by any of them." Even as Panton expressed that well-thinking colleagues of those politicians, quote, "have been silent. They are silent in relation to the attacks and the libel. They are very silent." Now, clearly, the fact of the silence of legislators rankles with the good chairman of the Integrity Commission to the extent that he's making it known in his message to the Gleaner.
Yeah, and the man him attack, you know. I know them send them threat. He might justify it, you know. I think this, I'm not a journalist, you know. Continue, just listen.
Silent used once, twice, 3 times.
Yeah, this?
In that message to the Gleaner. So silence in the wake of attacks and innuendo is a problem, right, Mr. Chairman?
Right, Mr. Chairman.
I'm happy you see it that way, that silence in the face of attacks and innuendo is a problem. Why then has the commission been so silent over time as innuendo and attacks have been front-loaded, almost as if there are people shadowing every stroke of the pen of Kevin Stevenson as Director of Investigations?
So he might tell lie upon Kevin Stevenson now. This piece of shit. Let me ask you something. The Integrity Commission did a long time. No PMP, nobody, none of them. Well, we have an idea how them are going to pan down and go on. But nobody knows who. As quick as the Integrity Commission give it to Juliet, Ian Clark, yes, that father-in-law. Me never talk about the woman. Who get it, people? Who not hear this piece of shit? George Davis, Big Mama, can him read the news in the evening. Not them you hear a read out and tell about the 4 bank book and them the man not do nothing. And Big Mama, yes, and how much bank book? Me have it here, you know. Me have it. And he must say shadow, because when the man write, them send it out to the PMP, that him must say. But yes, still, nobody never have nothing when the man write. None. Before, as a matter of fact, I see. I listen out and say, it's a member, it's a fence. And uno pan radar, what have you, uno have to stop because remember it's a fence. So uno get this. We just them have it for 3 years and nobody have it. But them have. But Big Mama them get it first and this piece of shit. George Davis. Green George Davis. Get it. And I read it. And them a point finger. When I them I read the Integrity Commission report before a table, them should I get charged. This case that everybody around the mouthpiece should I get charged. Including Big Mama himself. Yeah? You hear this? But he might talk about the man stroke of him pen and people get it outside. Yes, still them at the report at them first bus. Remember in the table, them are telling go to a table, in a table till the following week. So when them get it in the last part of August, right? But the Tuesday, we think it's on table, I'll Big Mama as well, them should have table it. Them never table it until the next week, Tuesday. But Big Mama could not tell you where you it. And the book belongs to him father and him mother and him don't know and the director, them free him. So that and that, them spread it, them take a week and spread it. None of them will get charged. See? But yet still know them are say them in there, in our integrity, I give the PMP them things to talk. This is how them lie and evil, you know. When you Mackenzie with it too. Yes, still them have the report before a table nearly 2 weeks, 2 different Tuesdays. Them have it from before, them read it, go past a Tuesday, and then the following week before a table, them all tell them when it's at a table. Eh? And at them say when I talk. And you see when I talk now I drop out, I play something. for him. For Green Draws Davis, I play something for him. Hold on, continue.
A ghost sitting at the keyboard of the executive director of Greg Christie, knowing everything Stevenson writes, knowing everything Christie types. And so, because they know, as ghosts they are, they come and they attend to the political platform, they go to other spaces, and they load up the...
You don't stink. This Green Draft piece of shit. After them go and them load it and them send it. This Green Draft piece of shit. Green Draft Davis. Yes. This Green Draft piece of shit. This is how it do. Eh? And then attack the man them. Him about corruption. Big Mama them, you know, tell us them, hey, them for lose them license. And the radio station this. Because you don't say no, you can't put the people them who are deal with integrity in a danger. Him make all out assault. But I'm going to play something when the world of them talk about self-fame. With him and big dirty thinking, mama, come out and make all out assault on the thing there. Say two them talk on platform, make man shoot up them place. I know them they get charged. Eh? This is not a radio station. This is a Andrew Honest criminal organization. Yes. Continue.
Innuendo and the aspersions, and they unleash them on the public. The IC silent. Don't tell me about the
The IC silent. Yeah.
gag clause, because you're not gagged from commenting generally about the tone and texture around the work of the Integrity Commission in general. You are gagged from speaking specifics. So silence is a problem, Mr. Chairman, you recognize, because legislators are not speaking out against those of their colleagues who you believe are putting their supporters on the path to attacking the commission.
You hear him? They must speak up because when you believe, remember, this is a criminal act. I said legislator and speak out to what you believe. You hear this? You hear Green Draws? When you hear him? Eh? Green Draws Davis. When you hear him? Eh? Yeah, man. You hear this?
You have a problem with that silence. What
Yeah, Simon. But they are, man. But they are mash up the place, Seymour, man. You hear this?
of the silence of the commission when people are looking to set the commission's agenda and telling the country how to think? Another man.
He might drop right from the PMP, you know. This Green Draws Davis, a real politician, them, you know. Them are real politician, you know. This is a radio station, you know. Yeah? And he might attack the man. But when he come again in Subaru, he want people have sympathy for him when of them shoot up the cat. Them should have charged for illegal fire. Public mischief. Them piece of shit you cause. But I could think of people like we know them movements. You understand? Why hold them to account? Continue.
Matter of silence, Mr. Chairman. Ryan Evans, one of your directors, shot during an attempted robbery, the police say.
Hear this.
You
The police, right? It's not attempted robbery. Not attempted robbery. Crack is bullying a right. And him carry every message from good. Hey, people, listen. You have more than one, even former minister, former member of parliament, I think, chapter Curtis Bully. Chapter talk to Curtis Bully. Me interview them, you know. And them tell me, as them talk to the man, so a big mama and this piece of shit here, Green Draws Davis. And them run out with it. Green Draws Davis and Big Mama. Big Mama, Green Draws Davis, them run out with the thing them all the time. Yeah? Big Mama Green Draws, and them are do the thing. Yeah, run out with the thing. Yes. All right, continue.
I'm sure based on information you were given, felt strongly enough to write in the latest annual report of the Integrity Commission that the police appeared to be sleeping on the job. You said there were no nearby bushes in New Kingston, and yet, broad daylight the incident happened, the police hadn't given you an update on the situation. It put the police in a very bad light. Days later, head of crime and security in the JCF, Fitz Bailey, came, set the record straight to say, well, it was your man who wasn't cooperating.
The record never set straight. The man said, hearing Curtis Bully set record straight. Curtis Bully come out and go upon them. And I said, listen, him say him afraid I'm life. So him never want to come finish give, but him they give interview, him they get already. But by the way, when police see a man get shot, wait for the man, so me get a shot. I mean say, hey, me now go chat to you. No, a police right, you need that going on for the road. What am I talking about? I be a foolishness. You need that going on for the road and those gunman. So me couldn't stop if I'm doing work. Can you go for them? Yeah? But this our clutches bully them do because them that try to get rid of the man because they don't want the thing come out with Anjo. People will forget. You understand? Yeah. You understand? This is what them do. And them lance and assault, although them are threatening people them from the IC. That little piece of shit here, Green Draws Davis, come with them foolishness. We have to rub him out too. I'm sure you say him a big load of shit, you know. Continue.
Rating with the police investigations, which is why there was no update to make. And DCP Fitzbailey's comments then had the effect of making you appear to be ill-informed.
To you, Green Grass Davis, but ill-informed. So this is what them do. Them spread them propagandas online. Remember Fitzbailey no good in himself, you know. Him the worst thing, you know. Remember, you know, him one of them where him one of the minions them. Yeah? We pass things to the piece of shit. Catches bully. Just look on them. Look on them. Catches bully. 002 Green Draft Davis. 002 Big Mama. Yeah? And them with the Big Mama mouthpiece. Them working in one unit. Bug Life, 002 Bug Life. Yeah? And 002 Fishetless. The whole of them work together in unison. Yes. Rubbing stones and carrying people business like this. Same way. Propaganda machine. Continue.
Misguided, injudicious in your comments.
You hear him? You hear him? Attack him, same attack the IC, you know. Attack the man in the past church, you know. This piece of shit. Green Draft Davis. Yes.
And people wondered, well, wait, what's happening here? Did the good chairman of the IC know that the police were being stalled by Ryan Evans's failure to cooperate?
Oh, you fail to cooperate when you get gunshot. And you fear your life, and you have to straighten it. Oh, you fear. That makes sense? Yeah, bless.
But still wrote this. Or did he not know? I'm going with the not know that you didn't know. The true story. You were misguided. You were given information that wasn't accurate. And you went forward and you wrote a strong missive against the police in that section of your remarks to the annual report. Those comments were rebutted, were set straight.
Who said number one, Curtis Bully cannot be believing and not at all. Let me just tell you, Curtis Bully now better than Uno when it comes to lying. These are the same Curtis Bully. We're making notes of Fitzbailey them good enough. Fitzbailey, Patrick Bailey them good. Patrick Bailey them. Where we can't find who killed the man in our house. O Patrick Bailey, 002. Yes. We can't find the man who killed Junior in our house. And him is not a suspect. Him Curtis Bully Fitzbailey. Him can't say nothing straight, boy. Yeah, him is a minion, him was a minion there. He was not police. Him an Andrew agent. Yeah? So what am I talking about that straight? Number one, nothing what Big Mama do not straight. Nothing. Eiffel, anything what Big Mama, no, let me tell you something. The Eiffel more straight than anything what Big Mama do. The Eiffel. Yeah? Continue.
You were silent in the wake of that straightening out by Fitzbailey. How come? So the fact of...
So remember, I asked them by the wake of me do if them never silent. And I know them still silent. Oh, come. Captain Bully never charged them. Me soon show you. What's going on? Continue.
Silence can also be extended to the way you have gone about your business in your role as chairman.
Yeah.
Retired
He might attack the chairman.
Justice Seymour Panton.
He might attack Panton.
Nothing in the words, in the wake of apology, came from you in the moments after Greg Christie said, ask the government.
So hold on, him and the government, this piece of shit, when them shoot the man up at Haiti, them go and place to wait for the man know where there. That was not robbery at the briefcase them take away. The briefcase. Yeah, the briefcase them take away. And Chris Bailey say ask the government. He must say, them never apologize to the government. Him and the government. So him and the spokesperson for the government tell us say Green Drive Davis is one of them, man. This is not a radio station. Yeah? This is the factory. Them are shit. Them are shit. I fight them, say them I fight for the election and them think that them, hey, that's why them fees are turned on, you know, because them things say 40,000 people are come and oh, you know as human are going to vote for Dranko. Tell me how that works. How you going to vote for Dranko? A foreign Dranko too, you know. And not even local turkey vulture. Foreign Dranko. Send back Dranko jacket when come from. Him to go back to Britain. Him need to go back to Britain. Dranko jacket. Yes. Yeah? Continue.
About the incident involving Ryan Evans. The IC did issue a statement on social media. But you could have used your words because they carry so much weight because of the respect that you command.
Yeah.
You were silent. So I'm happy that silence is an issue for you, sufficient for you to comment.
JM said silence. So we're going to play something after this, you know. Continue.
On the silence of legislators. Not saying anything about the attacks that have been fomented by remarks their colleagues make and then their supporters running with it.
You hear that colleagues make and them supporters. So you hear them. Label the people, them, you know. Say them are PMP. Anything what you do for uplift the country, I want the country because them are telling the JLP are some thieving people. It's not all JLP say, well, in the party matter, and the voters them, because the voters are these have nice, decent, honest people. And not joke me attack, seriously. But yeah, but them I wake up to, you know, them not this for Andrew, you know. You know, I'm not chopping and pirate. Yeah. No, we have to play it, you know, Maria. We know we should put him outside, but we have to play it, yeah? You can't start Green Drive Davis, we have to play him first. Yeah, man, continue.
The part of the Gleaner story which reports what was said to Kevin Stevenson, the Director of Investigations, and which they say will be reported to the police today. The comment, the quote, yes, nasty PNP boy, you must go down, old germs.
Yes.
Chairman Panton says he reported that to the National Security Minister, Dr. Horace Chang, who advised that it's the police who that report should be made to. Mr. Stevenson says he will report that to the police. That's what the Gleaner says he told them.
So, the word when we use, somebody has said, hey boy, you have to go down, you know. You have to destroy you, yeah? It's interpret and about go down, and like, to them, after them way where they go down, they might interpret it wrong. But when they say you have to go down, we have to get you out. We have to destroy you, yeah? You have to go down. You remember we chat in our parables and them thing there. And then you make a quote in a music like him. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah? You understand? Yeah, you know. Yeah, make a quote this now. Yeah, little piece of shit I quote this now.
Mr. Stevenson has a right if he feels that any comment is a threat to him, if he interprets it in that way.
If he interprets it that way, somebody said to you, nasty boy, you must go down, you know, you. Where you think him attack? Him have to destroy you. Of course, him have to move you out of the way. You have to go down. Him not leave you, him not just a nasty boy, him not just a nasty boy. You in the IC and I say, you, I forget you. Him not going to get you. Him say, you must go down. Either them are kill you or get rid of you. They might forget rid of you. And that's what it means. They might get rid of you. Yeah? So he might interpret it for him where and talk about artists what we don't know. Yeah.
Then he has a right to make a report to the authorities, and I'm not challenging his right to go to the police with this or any other statement.
Yeah, this now.
I'll just say that in the Jamaica we live in now, where slangs and style run the dancehall space and bleeds into everything else we don't.
Good thing you know. Good thing you know slangs and style. Green Drive Davis. Good thing you know. Big Mama. A good thing you know. Slangs and style on the thing. We close off with him. But here, I'm going to try to fling with something where we are telling him he can't fling it with. Yeah.
Do. The phrase go down does not mean somebody wants to kill you.
You fucking arsed. What do you mean it mean that you piece of shit, you? Eh? That mean them are going to hurt you, you go down. If you're dead, that's what it mean. You must go down. What if it's try you, and that it mean? What if you get rid of you, a piece of shit? You must go down. In other way, if I clash, we are going to win you. We are destroying them. You understand me? You know that already. Police say you know this. I'm going to look for you and say, you must bring it down, you know, you must go down. You might get rid of you. Yeah? And in a case like this, when you say nasty PMP boy, you must go down. At this time, he might destroy you. Instead of mean kill you. We know about slang. And we originate slangs. You know about slangs? And what happened to 002? We know about slang. Double fucking 02. What you know about slang 002? Remember in Britain have 007, we can't use them things that are copyright infringement. We have 002 in a Jamaica. You know what I mean? Yeah. 002s. Eh? One of them this. 002. Eh? What we are talking about? Eh? I want to Green Drugs Davis. Eh? Continue.
The phrase go down was popularized by a Rastafarian DJ named Ice Coolio.
Stop your fuckery! But popularize. Popularize what? You know, long people I use must go down. But popularize. Nobody ever pick up the name. We don't pick up the name. I bought Rastafari this and that. You piece of shit, you. Eh? Me, they do this with them, pick up the name, you talk about popularize. You know, long people I use the phrase. Eh? And then we use the phrase for more than one way. Yeah? Yes. Yeah? So when you say them go down, that's somebody that said them bow. Because it used more than one way. Him gone down. But when a man say him gone, when Sunday say gone down, but when a man say you must go down, him gonna destroy. So it used in a more than one terms. I'm an artist, in my right time or something, in a piece of shit. When no about art and music. Yeah? Yeah. Now I draw film 5 and I'm finishing, but it I finish now, then I draw film 5, then I find now. So much of people just are foolish. Panton we matter of foolish. You don't know the meaning about go down here. I'm not popularized with who must in a film head. Yeah? Continue.
Who had a hit song, underground hit sometime.
Oh, I thought me just say it song where you talk about underground hit. You know see my hear that? You see this a piece of garbage.
Time ago.
Yeah.
Where boy put in a chicken? Eh? Where
You don't know that, man. Go fuck. Never move that because you're piece of shit, yo. So even if somebody say, well, you must go down, that means he might burn you out. Can you say, where you put that chicken and do something? This is why you idiot. Continue.
what the kernel put in the chicken, why it's so addictive.
So,
He's been huge on TikTok and social media with the phrase go down. So he'd look and say, Integrity Commission,
who?
you know, I hold up the Prime Minister's statutory declaration, come down. Come down now. When if you go down. So he'll use it as a refrain in social commentary. The climactic part of his commentary saying that you must come down, you must go down, stop doing what you're doing, change course. That's the kind of thing he speaks of. And then of course, a social media influencer whose comments were part of the highlight of the PNP conference, used by Damian Crawford. What can go so? Derek Morgan owned that phrase.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us here on Nationwide at 5. It's 24 minutes going up to 6 o'clock. I'm Cliff Hughes.
And I'm George Davis.
I'm Siobhan Campbell.
And of course, the cover story this afternoon is about that attack, that gun attack on Nationwide's premises at 6 Bradley Avenue in Halfway Tree, shortly after 4:30 or about 4:30 this afternoon. The story as being told by our staff here. I wasn't here. I wasn't due to be here this afternoon, but here I am. George Davis, you were here. Chevron.
So people, you all watch the same piece of shit. We just not tell about the man when the man that talk about danger and everything. And this is them lie with Granny Subaru. And look what them come with. Watch out.
John Campbell, you were here, and based on what we have been able to establish, I've been briefed by our security guard at the front of the premises. A lone gunman rode up on a motorcycle, stopped immediately in front of the gate.
It's the same piece of shit, yeah. Because I him report the lie with Granny Subaru. And they're going to come in silent. I know you attack the man them on a serious thing. This is what them do. See that?
Gate to the premises, the middle of the gate. According to our security officer, he sat there for possibly no more than a minute, half a minute.
Half a man come and start on a bike for a minute or half a minute. That makes sense. Him not come off him no knock and him say and then do for the car not fire shot and let's go away. Remember the same piece that shit, you know. Green Draft Davis, you know. Him say men. Come and have him here so say men. Him do the talking. This is how this piece of shit lie. Boy get still boy yeah, but me don't know what happened to him. Eh? See me?
He looked towards the parking lot, yes, inside the parking lot, and next thing he knew, he pulled a firearm and started shooting.
Shooting.
Inside the premises. That's on the...
You can't have nothing. Them say if the boy and the same green dress, there are 2 vehicle damage. Will turn out to be one. Yeah.
Security officer. 2 members of staff, in fact, 3 members of staff who are too shaken.
So you said 2. And then you got 3. One time. Remember you have the thing in front of you. Attack. Here.
To really come on air to tell us. They tell me no, they're just not with it.
They tell me no, they're not with it. One picture, that alone, one video, one little short video, and one picture alone. I know the one of them have phone. If the youth will send up on them phone and talk to TVJ, and them just lean back and the youth a fire shot, take my fire him just lean back right at the gate. That's him saying, TVJ come and apologize. And I remember who built this at the same looking at one Green Draft Davis. Him did and build up this. Not a female, no good. Then Big Mama get escorted. Come up to the hills, come down. Yeah.
And I have to respect that because they saw their lives, in front of them because they were close.
And when them a report, come get everything, When them a report, them never send nobody out there and see like this and whatever, So each time they go along, them add it. But what you have to do with Big Mama, when him talk for the first time, you have to catch him thing. And if him come on 5, you catch it again. And by 7, everything changes. Truth comes straight like all over the place. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
To the front of the building, and they saw this man rode up on a motorcycle. He had on a helmet, a black helmet.
Get it, black.
Right? From
black helmet. The helmet that can change color at the same time. Yeah.
Where they were standing, they could see that. And then he sat there, a yellow helmet, not black, yellow helmet. He sat.
So, what the difference between a black and yellow people? One that dark, you can't see it, and one bright, eh? You understand? Yeah. Right away. Yes. Right away. Yeah, man. Same? Yeah, man. So this are the thing we are talking about. Them have to go on. Them have to go on. I saw them, I want to get, it's a 002 this. Somebody else a 002, Now, Everton, we're move you, man, because you're too out of that. You move like a double or two. Yes, you're out of that, Everton. You have to move you. You can't look on grandfather and talk to them, so you're too out of that. You can't be my daddy. You would think he's a piece of shit. Yes, you don't do that. You're very out of order. Yeah, man. We go look for your son, them your grandyouth, them go talk to me. Not talk to my grandyouth and them thing. You can't see big man and come on here. And then I pass your place. You're a dictator. You're very out of that. But you run your thing, you run it and run it how you run it. You too out of that, yeah? Have some decency about you. Have some respect. Yes. Too out of that, man. Go around this. You understand? But why can you do both decent? You're too out of that, man. See? Maybe you go club. You watch blue movie. And remember, you know, these are things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put up too. You drink rum or you smoke. No, these are things when me not tell people what to do. Enough people do them one thing, me can't tell them what to go do. My body are my body, you are you. You can't so disrespectful. So maybe you live on go club and go move all do all funky in your face and them thing. We don't know. You understand? I don't care. See? They tell us, boy, I'm bad a bit that I about yourself. But who is me to talk to you? You're your own man. But you can't come tell me now me attack. And then you tell me about why don't you? You're too out of the man. Move. Get along. Very out of order. Maybe I'll be a blue movie and be a sitting your giant. I gotta do some things where moon even think of even it can't even come across my mind. You understand? When you're too out of that, either you just deb out or you just move. You're very out of that. Know yourself. Continue.
There for some time. And next thing, they saw him reach towards his waist. And next thing.
So you say him did a fake half a minute. 1 minute or half, and then him did it for some time now. Sometime almost more than a minute. And then next thing him reach him waist. And next thing what?
They heard gunshots being fired towards them. They went flat and they made a dash for it.
So you went flat and then you make a dash. But you fire half of them. And select the bullet, let the car window there so and take it out and crumble it up. Nothing can go so, you know, and drop it. Then open the glass and lick out the glass. That's not a gunshot. This is a hard setup. See who in it, then remember open it. See that? See me? Green Draws Davis. See him there? See me? And that him same one now about no Panton does now. Him same one. We can't make them have it two way. Him too stink. Green Draws Davis. Yeah, him same one. Yeah, man, we don't want to put them, man. Continue.
Inside the building. What did you hear, Siobhan, George?
Siobhan. I was sitting at my desk. I heard because the newsroom is quite, forgive me, I'm a whirl of emotions right now, but let me try to get this out. The newsroom is quite insulated sound-wise, so I just heard two quick cracks. What I heard that really shook me.
Oh, you insulate and them thing there when you know you're not at all. You know you're also in a ghetto. Oh, you're gonna feel wow, you're not at all. You're going to boom bam bam, you're good. You say I'm lying. Me no know you lay down and run, brother. Me no know how. Me no know you lay down and flash. I just feel like them a tell. Me no know you're in a black. In a black and then it turn yellow. Me no know how the color different. Me no know how 2 and then 3. Me no know where you must say. Me no know you shoot out a glass and you get it shot out like this. Can't no shot a gunshot no shot a thing like this. Hear this. And then him not hear nothing, you know, him has but you still him feel a word. This is how them lie. When we come out, come talk, them answer, but you still him gone to the IC about the IC, this Green Draws Davis. Eh? This is how them lie. This is how them mislead the whole of Jamaica. Now I send them outside because we're not going to play them too long. Play.
It was a knocking on the glass. I believe it was someone knocking, trying to get into the building, and that shook me out of my stupor, and I ran towards the door to see what was exactly taking place.
Oh, so that will be a lie. Because you say in the seal up. Remember we run Studa, remember we Studa for seal up, right? So you hear a look knock knock. You don't even hear nothing. Because in a building in there, you don't hear. Me not hear outside. But him said that, make him go on with it. So somebody knock on your glass. That not gonna frighten you and then you run out because you not think of nothing. So this when I talk when frighten nothing, the whole of this stuff lie. It lie. When you not food, remember the building and then you make it soundproof inside. So it lock up. So if you use something and then a 1, 2, 3 thing and out the little gun, you're not gonna hear it. Remember the food that we deal with, you're not gonna hear it. You're not gonna hear it. You understand? You're not gonna hear it. And then if somebody come knock your glass, most of the time they want to come in. So you're not frightened and I run to them. Just like. So if them did lock out and you are them and knock it, bam, 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 you know, you them and knock it harder. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, you can frighten and run out to them. You have more go up with it. Same lie. I just feel like.
When I was informed that someone had actually attacked Nationwide News with a gun.
Attack me, you hear? About Big Mama mouthpiece with gun. And this was all lie. Public mischief. And then they lock them up. Yes.
George?
Well,
You
at about
talk?
4:30, you know at that time it's competitive hour. So I'm there busy trying to put the bulletin together, trying to organize the stories and everything.
Here all the people. All right. These are people. These are all news to talk. No, I'm sound more like Big Mama Twin. When we just play the quiet. Hear him talk, yes, sir. So him slow it down and count the word exactly like Big Mama. Yeah.
Usually people knock and enter after I say yes to come into my office. The door
You hear him talk, and I saw him attack again, you know. And I saw him attack again. You hear? In time coming, I'm office. Hear this.
burst open, and there was Mahiri Stewart, looking as if he had seen 10 duppies. So
Them like looking. You come from ghetto. And you're going to before. And by the way, these people supposed to be journalists. And so them supposed to embed it with police. So and you go on some crime scene and you go cover something. So you know hear something for and then you run like you hear 10 duppies. When you look at like some little 2 and the whole it caused the whole of this. Eh? Oh duppy look. Thank you. Apps. This is the same guy with us attack, you know. This is the same guy, see ya?
I looked up and said, "What's happening?" And he said, George, they just fired some shots.
Him said, draws. Them just fire shot. In line, play the part at the back. So him said, draws. Them just fire some shot. Wanna hear him? Hear this again.
I'm a whirl of emotions right now, but let me try to get this out.
You know
The
one
newsroom is
like
quite
this.
insulated sound-wise, so I just heard 2 quick cracks. What I heard that really shook me was a knocking on the glass. I believe it was someone knocking, trying to get into the building, and that shook me out of my stupor, and I ran towards the door to see what was exactly taking place when I was in.
So if somebody make your glass, make sure them lie. But you're not studio. Sometimes if you're not advice and somebody knock, you just say, it's not going to frighten you. Impossible. That no mean you can't knock hard because you want if the music up the mic and if not hear you have to knock hard. Yeah, man. So how that knock? I'm saying that I come man. See? It shook him and him run and him feed, but be alive. But you hear the other one too. Listen to the other one. Listen.
Informed that someone had actually attacked Nationwide News with a gun.
George?
Well, at about 4:30, you know at that time it's competitive hour. So I'm there busy trying to put the bulletin together, trying to organize the stories and everything. Usually people knock and
Let them say, George. Let me in. Well, I'll let me in him say, but him say, draws door. Listen.
enter after I say yes to come into my office. The door burst open, and there was Mahiri Stewart, looking as if he had seen 10 duppies. So I looked up and said, "What's happening?" And he said, George, they just fired some shots. They just shut up the place.
So hold on. If you look at somebody, remember, you know, another can come in and say, draws. Then shut up the place. Him say, him look, and him sit end up, and him say, what happened? Him now go say, say, them just shoot up the place. Him now go call the name. Me not ask. If me get to ask you, Tony, so what one? You go say, lonesome. Boy, I can't just stick a man down there. So. No, you say, if me say what happen, if you running and me say what happen, them fire 2 shot out there. Say, no. You have to finish it. This is a lie. Unless if me not say nothing to you, and me not look at call me attention to you. But you couldn't come in and look at me and look for you like sitting up and me say what happened. And what happened? And you say, drugs. Them shut up the place. Green drugs too lie, man. Drugs Davis too lie. So them wanna call him name. Them wanna say drugs. Them just shut up the place. Can you just ask him what happened? You know Jamaican talk already. This time him lie. Him lie, man. Continue.
So I thought he was talking about a place down the road from Nationwide. So I said, shoot up where? And he was talking, but he was pacing. So I said, young man, sit, calm yourself. So he sat there.
Yeah, you know, him never know I'm mouthpiece. I'm said, sit, calm, young man, just calm. I said, this is how I'm lie. Continue.
And I looked at him, I said, yeah, what happened now? Him said, they shoot up the building. I said, which building? Our building.
And yeah, then him said them shoot up the building. Remember, him said 3 shots in our building. Yes, still no shot go to the building. I got into my room. Yesterday.
And somebody else came to the door and told me that the gunman had fired at the building. So I said, what? So I went outside. I walked
And I said, what? So what did I say? What?
outside calmly, think it was an exaggeration. If there were various people running up and down the office in
The office. That don't make no sense.
all states of distress. I saw our admin manager on the phone and she was being consoled by one of the junior members of staff. And
Well, she was the one who called
But
me.
wait, no, I was watching her for a few minutes and I realized she was talking to you. So I said, you know what?
You know, him a watch. I realize she talk to him. Oh, you realize you talk to him, you watch. But you come out and say nobody having a pandon, but you watch cheap on the phone. I realize she talk to Big Mama. You saw them lie. Hear this.
But she couldn't get any words out.
She could not.
So I took the phone and I spoke to you and I went
Yeah.
outside and the people again, it's something like you've never seen before. And then I went
And the people out of nothing. This is how these people lie. You hear this?
and I did my preliminary checks and of course we spoke and we agreed on what we were going to do. And then I came back in and of course I had to be the bad guy because at that time I had to instruct my reporters to we have a newscast to finish. Everybody was looking at me like
And
I
it was
was
important
very
that we
insensitive.
get the newscast
Yes.
out as we schedule at 5
Yes,
o'clock.
yes.
Because we are not going to be intimidated. We're not going to be distracted from our job. Our job is to report
All right. So them not gonna be intimidated and distracted from them job from them job to report to who. But yesterday I see what so they must intimidated and get what this same nastiness draws attack the man. I think this attack so
When
you say that,
in other circumstances
yeah?
you had no words to offer. The comments made by you as reported in the Gleaner yesterday are reasonable, I believe, because your message to your staff.
I him that same one. I him these people same one where you hear attack the IC. Sit down here so and tell this bag of lie with Granny Subaru. We rub it out and instead of the police charge them don't charge them. Yeah? So this is what Draws do. Draws Davis. This is what him do. Yes. You understand? Yes. This is what Draws Davis do. And say people running and say, draws, lie. But him say, well, the person said, on good time, people call their name like that. At least them call your attention and then them call it to their attention. But not when you engage them. You have to walk and them say, draws. Them just shoot up outside. Them say, if me say what happened to you, I say, me just see something going outside. That's something just happening, you know. But me not say, draws. Them just shoot up. Too lie, man. Too lie. See? Big Mama need to stop this. Anyway, said that I want to look on the whole thing. I want to say them a stuff ballot back. So we're going to go, you know, people are going and then we're going forward back because I want to say them a people ballot back because them supposed to soon start count now. Now after 4. So them soon start vote. The things will lock. We have to make sure it lock. Right now, them are going to pan down and I try, you know, get people for out there and my work, you know. Yeah, man, only for run them, man. Run them on and body at all. Anybody, I'm telling you sentence. Anybody. If them come out, no care what them do right now, only make sure only none of them, you know. Run them away. Run them away. Yeah? Just run them away. No time for them. You understand? No time whatsoever. See? So if them come out right now, as I said before, wanna make sure them to gallop. Wanna run them way. Me have some things from the ground for a show, you know, but me soon come back and knock it back by 7. Yes, me have to come knock it back by 7. So I'll show you them things close, it's soon close now. You 1 hour, 20 minutes left. That's who run off and them go close. You understand? Yes, that's for run off quick and then for go close. You understand? Them for just go, man, close and run them way. Them for go away. Now I find out one now, and then, you know, me soon come and go to some run dog, yeah? Now I circle the eagle now, yeah? Yes. When you know my things that already, I forgot circle the eagle. All right, so I'm soon forward, yeah? Bless up. I'm soon forward, you know? Yeah, man, all right, bless.
We in lump sum, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber.
Original 40 says no, we not take rough up the cook up. From the other day, them face them a puff up. That they 3 little pig and the old fire off up. If them flip like a fool and leave them get crushed up. Meta, shut your beat, no speak, you meta hush up. Street furniture, everything's a get dust up. Limbs and shove, everything's a get brush up. When you see original East man, you must not fuck away. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen.
Yeah, man, fantastic, I love. Yeah, people just tell the people that and who them want carry from our town. That's a disrespect, though. Them live in the place and them carry other people and them sure to them disrespect people. Yes. When you can't vote with a human being, when you can't vote for a turkey vulture, especially foreign turkey vulture. Yeah? And I think a Jamaican man, foreign turkey vulture, it don't make no sense. Let them go about them business. Simple as that. I'm still forward in the come have something and I'll do some report on the thing where I'm going, but I'm still forward here. Now look them feed them, come here, pile them up and come show them back here. Soon forward. Oh.